Hop and Go is interesting for several reasons, but I will say I don't think this is a brilliant cartoon. But there are a few things about it that I thought was particularly interesting, namely the Goofy character. This is a Warner Brothers cartoon from 1943. I think it's important to mention specifically that it's a Warner Brothers cartoon. It's directed by McCabe and written by Melvin, Millar and Don Christensen, and voices are provided by Mel Blanc and Pinto Colvig. Now, I didn't know Pinto Colvig voiced in this until I started watching it, and this kangaroo called Claude Hopper began to speak, and immediately I thought, that's Goofy. That's Pinto Colvig's voice, and I checked it on IMDb as if I was in any doubt, and it is. And even more impressive than that, not only are we watching a kangaroo with the voice of Goofy, but he actually holds up a sign at one point that says, "This guy is a goof." It was very aware that this is basically Goofy. I mean, it's not, it's a kangaroo, but I just found that to be so bizarre, and that's why it's important to mention that this isn't a Disney cartoon, but it does feature the voice of Goofy, doing the voice of Goofy, referring to the character as a goof. So read into that what you will. But the other reason it's fascinating is because of the Scottish rabbits. Me being Scottish, I was quite excited by that. They are wearing interesting outfits, and I have to say, Mel Blanc's Scottish rabbit's voice is not too bad at all. And we also have some great music. We have Loch Lomond, which I love. So it was nice to have a little bit of Scottish music in there. And the rabbits are trying to prove to Claude Hopper that he's not the best hopper, that the rabbits, are the best hoppers. And I won't say any more than that about the narrative, but to be honest, I didn't really find it that engaging. The characters are interesting. I feel like Claude Hopper. It's also interesting that he's called Claude when we have Claude Cat as another Warner Brothers character. There are just some questionable things about this. But yeah, I found Claude Hopper to be interesting for the wrong reasons. I was interested in him because he was essentially claiming to be Goofy and trying to be Goofy, as in Goofy the character, not Goofy in personality, although both apply. And the rabbits I really liked. So I enjoyed the characters, but the actual narrative, the events that happened, the things that the rabbits did to try and show up Claude Hopper, and the things that Claude Hopper did to try and show off, I didn't find it very engaging, but thankfully we have some interesting characters to help carry the narrative, and as I said, some really nice music as well. So Hop and Go is probably good for the wrong reasons. I would recommend it for the wrong reasons. Although the Scottish Rabbits, I think that's a pretty good reason to watch it. But if you're a Disney fan, I think you'll find this to be rather fascinating and quite a peculiar experience. Yeah, I liked Hop and Go for the wrong reasons. I think it's not a great cartoon, but it's certainly an interesting one.